welcome to today's session. Today we are going to learn about graph of linear equation in two variables. In the previous class, you have learned that what is a linear equation in two variables and what are the solutions of linear equation in two variables. So we have learned that linear equation in two variables has infinitely many solutions. So what you have learned that linear equation in two variables has infinitely many variables. So by taking one example, for example, if a linear equation given is 2x minus y is equal to 3. So you know how to find the solution of this equation. So if we take x and y values in a tabular form, we get here, if we take x is 0, then y will be minus 3. If x is 1, y will be, see here I am solving x minus y is equal to 3. If you take x is equal to 0 and then y will be minus 3. If x is 1, it means 2 into 1 minus y is equal to 3. So minus y is equal to 3 minus 2. So y will be minus 1. One more solution we will get. We will see if we take x is equal to 2. So here if we have x is 2, then what will be the value of 4y? So here 4 minus y is equal to 3. Bringing it here, minus y is equal to 3 minus 4. Y will be minus y will be minus 1. So minus minus gets cancelled. So here we get y is equal to 1. So this is how we found the three solutions for this equation 2x minus y is equal to 3. So we can write these solutions in the form of 0, minus 3. Here 1, minus 1 and here 2, minus 1. Now you know you have learned in coordinate geometry the previous lesson that how to plot the points with x and y coordinate on the coordinate axis. So we are using that concept to draw these points, plotting these points. So here you can see here I have drawn a coordinate plane, xy plane, and now we are plotting the points. The first point having coordinates 0, minus 3. So that is on, as x-axis is 0, y-axis is, the point will be on y-axis. So this is our point 0, minus 3. I am writing here the coordinates. Next point is 1, minus 1. It means 1 on x-axis and minus 1 on y-axis. The point we get here is 1, minus 1. Next is 2 minus 1, 2, 1. So here 2 means x-axis 2 and y-axis 1. So this is how we get the point here is 2, 1. Now you have to use, for drawing this type of graphs, you have to use again graph paper. So for this exercise, the questions based on this exercise you have to solve on graph paper. So when we plotted the points, we are joining these points and you can see these points are coming in a straight line. You can see here that a line drawn by me is a straight line, and the line, this line is representing the equation called 2x minus y is equal to 3. So you have to write the equation here, any of the side, this side or this side. I am writing it here, 2x minus y is equal to 3. So this is the geometrical representation of this linear equation on the graph. So from this straight line, we can say that a linear equation in two variables has infinitely many, it's not variables, it's solutions. So, which are the solutions? So, those are each and every point on the line is a solution of linear equation. So, this is how we can say it has infinitely many solutions. Or the points is a solution of linear equation, or solution is a point on the line, we can say. So the linear equation in two variables always gives a straight line. That is also known as a linear graph. That's why it's called a linear graph. So what we can say here, that a polynomial equation of degree 1. So linear equation has the power of x and y always 1. So polynomial equation of degree 1 in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a linear equation in two variables as its geometrical representation is what we can observe here is a straight line. So from this, what we learned, that a linear equation in variable 2, the graphical representation of that equation always gives us a straight line. That's called linear graph as well. So let's solve examples of this type. So before seeing the examples, let's see what kinds of graphs or linear straight lines we get on this xy plane. So first example we are seeing, like we can get a straight line like this passing through x-axis and y-axis this way. It could be this way, even this way. Sometimes a line is passing through a origin as well. And then what we can say here, that a graph so the graph of equation of form y is equal to kx is always passing through origin. So let's take an example over here. Y is equal to 2x. Now taking here, we will draw a table for x, y values. Minimum 2 values we have to take for x and y, or 2 solutions. But for correctness of graph, we will take 3 solutions or 3 values for x. So if we take for x 1, y will be 2. By 2 ones are 2. So y is 2. If we take minus 1, so y will be minus 2. If we take 2, y will be 4. Now with these solutions we are plotting the points and drawing a graph. 1, 2. So the solution here is 1, 2. First 1, 2. So our point is, required point is here. 1, 2. Next, minus 1, minus 2. So here minus 1 and minus 1, minus 2. Y-axis is minus 2. So our point is here, minus 1, minus 2. Next, 2, 4. So here 2, 4. So here we get the point 2, 4. Now if we join this line, if you join these points, we get a straight line. You can observe this. And this straight line is passing through origin. You can see it here. It is passing through origin. You can extend it here to the other sides. And then you write the equation here as y is equal to 2x. Means this line is representing the equation y is equal to 2x. So this is how what we say, equation of the form y is equal to 4x is always passing through origin. The graph of equation of form y is equal to kx, it's not 4, kx is always passing through origin. So the equation is always having how? The ratio of xy or yx is always constant. So this type of thing, the graph of this type of ratio always is passing through origin. You will come to know when we are solving this concept in other lesson. But now I hope you have understood this, that linear equation in two variables is a straight line, has many solutions. Each and every point on the line is its solution. This is how linear equation in two variables has infinitely many solutions, and equation of form y is equal to kx is always passing through origin. Here with this example you can observe it is of this form, y is equal to 2x, similar to this form, so it is passing through origin. So let's start, let's solve the examples of this type. Let's see the first example. Draw the graph of equation 3 is equal to 2x plus y. This is the sub-question 4 of question number 1, exercise 4.3. Now all these sums you have to solve on the graph paper. When this equation is given, we are writing it in the form of y is equal to, y we are taking at one side and then we are writing this in this form. So that for us, for taking the values x and y, it is easy. Now, 3 solutions we will take. If we take x is equal to 1, so it is into 1. So 2 into 1 minus 2. So y will be again 1. If we take this as minus 1, then what will be? Y will be 5. If we take x is 0, then y will be 1. X is 0. Then y is 3. 3 minus 0, 3. Plot the points. You can write the coordinates like this. Plotting the points, first is 1, 1. So it comes here. Write the coordinates 1, 1, minus 1, 5. So it is minus 1 and minus 1 and 5. The point comes here. Minus 1, 5. Next is 0, 3. So x is 0, y is 3. So this is the point 0, 3. Now if you join these points, we get a straight line passing through these 3 points, and that is a straight line This is how we get the straight line, and it is representing the line graph for the equation y is equal to, or we can write here this equation, I am writing it here, 3 is equal to 2x plus y. Second example, give the equations of two lines passing through 2, 14. How many more such lines are there and why? This is question number 2 of exercise 4.3. Now, I am rubbing this. See, these are the points given. Through this, how many we have to give the equations of two lines passing through this point. So here, coordinates of the one point given. So here we can say x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 14. Now if we compare this, or if we find the relation between these 2 points, sum of these 2 points, one equation we get as the answer here. First equation we get as x plus y. So what is x? 2 plus y 14. 2 plus 14 gives us 16. Second equation we will get as, what is the difference between x and y? X minus y. So 2 minus 14 gives us minus 12. One more if you want, we can find it. See the relation y and x. If you observe y, x is 2 and y is 14. Means y is 7 times of x. So we can write that as y is equal to 7x. It can be expressed as 7x minus y is equal to 0. So this is how we can get. Here they have asked us how many more such lines are there and why. So through these points, there are many lines passing through these points, and this is how we can get many equations for the line passing through the point having coordinates 2, 14. So hence we can say here that there can be many lines passing through two, 14, because through one point many lines passes. So don't draw this coordinate plane, that we require for the next sum. So this is your answer, the text is your answer. Third example, if the point 3, 4 lies on the graph of equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7, find a. Again in this sum we do not require this graph. Now here the equation is 3y is equal to ax plus 7. Now the point is given where x coordinate is having value 3, y is 4. So substituting these values in this equation, we get here 3 into 4 is equal to a into 3 plus 7. So this gives us 12, 3a plus 7. Transposing this here, we get, or 3a is equal to 12 minus 7. So a is 5. 3a is equal to 5. A is 5 upon 3. This is our answer. Let's move to the fourth example. The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8 and the subsequent distance it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Taking distance covered as x kilometer and total fare is rupees y, write the linear equation and draw its graph. Exercise 4.3, question number 4. Before we write the linear equation, see the concept given over here. For the first kilometer, suppose the distance covered is total, they have given us x kilometer. So this total distance is x kilometer. For the first kilometer, suppose this is the first kilometer, these are the kilometers we can say. So for the first kilometer, the fare charges is rupees 8, first kilometer. And then for remaining kilometers, we can say for remaining kilometers 1, subsequent kilometers for per kilometer 5 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees, like this. So the total distance covered is, how we get it, that distance covered into fare per kilometer is equal to total fare. This is what we get. So what they have given us, distance covered they have given us, that is x. But fare per kilometer they have given in this formation, that for subsequent kilometer it is uniform, 5, 5, 5, 5. But for this one first kilometer they have given us rupees 8. So how we will form? Total distance is x kilometer. Leaving this 1 kilometer, how much distance we have? Then we have for remaining distance we have from here to here, we have x minus 1. And what is the uniform fare for this 1 kilometer? That is 5. So what we get for this whole x minus 1 kilometer, we get 5 into x minus 1, that is distance into fare, that is the fare for this much we get. But plus 8, that is the first kilometer distance we have, that is plus 8. And then we get total fare which we have to take as y. So this is how we form the equation. So I hope you have understood how we have formed the equation. Now we will write this in a proper form. So in this some given things, distance covered is x kilometer, that is total distance, and total fare is rupees y. Now the 1 kilometer less distance that we express in the form of x as x minus 1. So the fare for x minus 1 kilometer will be 5 into x minus 1. So that is the fare. Fare for, that is x in bracket x minus 1. Now we want total fare and that is given as y. So that's why the remaining 1 kilometer first 1 kilometer fare is, they have given us rupees 8. So therefore, according to question, equation will be, as we have stated here, for the subsequent distance x minus 1, 5 rupees per kilometer plus first 8 rupees fare for first kilometer gives us total y. And then by solving this equation, we get here 5x minus 5 plus 8 is equal to y. That gives us finally 5x plus 3 is equal to y. So this is our equation. Write this equation, then we will find the solutions and we will draw a graph for this equation. So now let's take values for x and y. If we have x is 0, then whole this term will be 0 and then y will be 3. If x we take as 1, then this whole thing will be 1. 5 into 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8. If we take x as minus 1, then this becomes minus 5 plus 3. It means y is minus 2. So this is how we get these three solutions. Plotting these points, let's see what graph we get. So the first is 0, 3. 0, 3. Then 1, 8. So this is 1 and this is 8. We can write here 0, 3. 1, 8. Minus 1, minus 2. So it is minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. So here we get. And then joining these points, we get a graph, a straight line graph. Just write the graph equation here. 5x plus 3 is equal to y. So thus this line is a graphical representation of this equation, which is representing the situation of taxi fare, distance covered and fare charges. I hope you have understood this. So with the previous example, the example which we have solved now, you must have understood that the real life situations we can represent through equations and linear equation, and that can be represented graphically by drawing a linear graph. Next examples we will solve in the next video. So we will stop here. Till then you solve the remaining sums. Even question number 5 I have not taken here. You are solving it from exercise 4.3. Till then, bye.